Okay, great. Good morning, co-banker George. I hope you had a nice weekend, and I really hope that everybody is safe. We had a horrific last week. It's to say the least, it's really one of the most stressful week for me, and for I'm sure for a lot of people. And we're not still not out of the woods yet. The fire is still burning. The wind died down already, but the fire is not fully contained. So we have to really vigilant on what we have to do and keep ourselves safe. And it's not kidding. I have a lot of friends and who lost their homes in a matter of 5 minutes. This is unbelievable. Actually, I have a close call myself. Where I live, we had a fire broke out half a mile from my house, and we were ready to evacuate. But luckily, the firemen came very quickly and put out the fire within half an hour. So so relieved, but anything can happen because the ember can go all over the place, because the wind. And once you light up some portion of the house, that it can spread very fast. So get yourself ready, be vigilant, get all your documents ready, and ready to evacuate if the fireman comes knocking at your door. Okay. So hopefully you'll stay very safe and so go through this disaster with some care. Okay, so with that, I would like to start with the affiliates. Nancy has to go first, so because she has somewhere to go. So Nancy, go ahead.
Good morning, everybody, CB George friends and clients, and Peter, and I'm happy to see everybody's well. Well, okay, I think Americans are strong, will bounce back. And I think we lost power on Thursday, but we had a generator. So everybody was working with no headlights, but no heat in the morning, but we all came through. We did the recording. So I think having positive attitude and just do the best we can. We're living in the best country in the world, and we should just stick together and make sure that we help each other. So we're all here. Sandy and Nicole, everybody that's helping you are all going to be here. So thank you so much, Nancy Chan, lawyer's title. Have a wonderful day. I have to leave early. Thank you so much, Peter, Michelle.
Okay, thank you, Nancy. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Thank
Yes, I
you.
will. Thank you.
All right. John, how are you today, John?
Well, I'm doing a
Good
lot
words
better
for
than
us.
last week, I'll tell you. I'll tell you, prayers to everyone.
I can't hear you. You have to unmute. Sorry, you mute yourself. No, you're still muting. Okay, now you.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm much better this week than I was last week with the craziness with all the wildfires. My prayers go out to all the people that were affected by the fires. So many, and I was on touch and go, being evacuated on Thursday because I was near the West Hills fire, the Kinney fire, which they were able to get under control pretty quickly, and I didn't have to because that's a challenge with my personal situation. But right now, what I want to remind you is be vigilant out there. Get your NHD reports up front. We have the hazard preview to check to see if any of the properties you're dealing with or yours are in a high fire, flood, earthquake, fault, seismic hazard, any of those areas. It is a free service. We're here to help. I'm here to consult with you. I'm not going to take up too much time. But if you have any questions, I'm here for you. I want you to be safe. I want you to be aware of things. And I just want you we're reaching out. We're a community. We're a strong community, and we will survive. We will get through this. It will take time. And yes, it's a huge devastation. But all I want to say is be safe. My prayers are with you. And let's get this whole situation resolved as soon as possible. And thank you. I'll put some information in the chat. Let's have a great meeting. And thank you for Peter allowing us to be here.
Thank you, John. Appreciate your concern and compassion. All right, Nicole from
Good,
Fidelity National Title. Good morning.
Good morning, Peter. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for this opportunity to be here with all of you today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those that have been affected by the fires. We're here to support you in any way that we can. If you need any information, I know I've had clients asking for comps, unfortunately, for clients that have lost their homes for land value. We're here, but we just want you to know that our hearts are breaking for everyone. And this is a time for us to all come together as a community and to help one another and get through this. And we will. And we thank you so much for your friendship and support. We wish you a beautiful and blessed day. Nicole and Yvonne, Fidelity National Title. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you very much. Yolanda, Renas from WFG. Yolanda, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Yolanda, and as WFG National Title Company. First, my heart goes out to all of those affected by the fires, their family, their loved ones. I also want to praise all the first responders, the firefighters, police officers, National Guards. They're working tirelessly round the clock. I hear they're working 48-hour shifts, and so let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers as well. Right now, obviously, it's a good time to first and foremost reach out to all your family and friends, but also to your clients, for all the realtors that contact their clients and make sure they're okay. Homeowners right now, they're concerned, they're scared, they have questions as well. So maybe this is a nice time to reach out to them and just to check to make sure that they're okay. If you should need anything, please don't hesitate to call, and have a wonderful day. And please wear your mask out there. It's still very smoky. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Yolanda. Yeah. All right. I think that's all the affiliates other than the Sandy. Sandy is our affiliate highlight today, and she's going to talk to us about home warranty. So go ahead, Sandy. So yeah.
First question, Michelle, are you going to share the flyer I sent, or do I need to?
I think that Rhett may have mailed it out, but I can give you a screen share.
Okay.
Okay.
And
right
before
now,
while we're doing that,
okay,
two things I wanted to bring up about the fires. I think there's not anyone on this call who doesn't know somebody or 10 somebodies who was directly affected, lost their homes. And it's not much, and don't think I'm saying it is much. Home warranty is doing what we can for people who need to cancel their home warranties because they no longer have homes. Obviously, we're going to process those immediately instead of having a 30-day wait, and we're going to waive whatever administrative fee that we had for those cancellations. On a personal note, every single person should have a Knox box. It's NOK. It's next of kin box. Get them online, make it yourself. It's just a file box. Some are fireproof, some aren't. All your important papers are in it. I have two, one for my house and one for my in-laws' house. And we were evacuated in the middle of the night. I don't remember what night it was, Tuesday or Wednesday. And it made it a lot easier for me to get out of the house. I grabbed one of each, grabbed my in-laws, grabbed mine. And that was pretty much, other than the dog and the boy, the only things I put in my car. Everything else can be replaced. But if you haven't done this, knock, NOK box, next of kin box. Think about it. It's not super expensive, and it's something that everyone should have one, but definitely if you're evacuating for a fire. And my last thing before I jump into home warranty, I'm assuming you all have Watch Duty, the app on your phone. If you don't, get it. That's how I knew I was getting evacuated. Watch Duty is way more up to date than anything else that I've found for where the fire is and who's affected. So it's a great app and it's free. So Watch Duty. Good.
Sandy, what is so special about NOK box?
Well, the boxes are actually, when you get it, it comes with all these tabs for folders and a sheet telling you everything you should put in that folder. Like for insurance, the debt card, and it gives you medical insurance, home insurance, and it just gives you a list of things to think about that maybe you wouldn't think about of the important papers that you need. And it has really, I'm doing this stuff for my in-laws now. It's made getting their situations organized so much easier. I know where everything is, literally at my fingertips. No searching through these little file things. It's right there. And there's a cheat sheet telling me what to do for every single one. was
Good.
super helpful to organize yourself for these things, right? And then when something happens, you pick it up, you walk out the door.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
Everything you need. So just, personal stuff that you can think about that maybe other people don't know. Share what we know, so maybe it helps someone else, right? Much like Watch Duty, best app ever. So, but I'm going to talk about home warranties and for important as that is right now. We'll just stick to script and get this done, right? Knowing that we've all got a lot of things going on. We had our new pricing come out in January. Any contracts you've got out right now that have not closed yet, you can still honor old pricing. As of February 2nd, new pricing will prevail with no exceptions. I'm going to hit share so I can drop over the flyer. Hold on. Come on, flyer. Well, let's see. Now it's not doing it. I always have problems with this. Hold on. It won't let me do it right. There we go. That's not it. Oh, now it's closed. Hold on. I'll find it. Let me get rid of that. Give me a second. So I wanted to talk about, while I look for my flyer, the importance of having an upgraded home warranty instead of just a basic plan. I cannot tell you how important that is. If you just have a basic home warranty and someone needs to place a claim, you're going to have basic coverage, which is not going to do much for them. So you really kind of want to make sure that you're doing the best that you can for your clients, right? Basic plans cover things like heating, plumbing, electrical. Michelle, I can't find my, oh, I just lost everybody. Hold on. Hold the heck on, guys. Hold on.
Sandy, at the end of your presentation, whatever you're doing right now, can you give us that application name again?
What application?
She was talking about an application.
Watch Duty. Watch Duty.
Said, what's that?
Watch Duty. You mean for the fires?
Yes.
Oh.
Watch Duty. Download it. It's on your
Watch Duty.
store.
Okay.
Watch Duty.
Thank you.
Had it for a while. It's a good app. It's the best app.
Thank you.
Where's Sandy at? Does she get bumped
Sandy
off?
get off the offline, and I think she will be coming back.
Oh, okay.
Well, she is Sandy is trying to get the screen on. Let's make some announcement. Let me make an announcement for this week. For this week, we have a lunch and learn about the insurance coverage during the national disaster, which is on this Wednesday at 1 o'clock. It's by Keaton Hammerall, and he will give us a rundown on how to apply for the national disaster and also how to claim the insurance. And if you have any questions regarding anything about insurance, please give me email to me, and I'll forward to him so that he can answer your questions. And also this Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we will have a comprehensive training on the RPA line by line. Then for those people who are not familiar with the RPA and want to have a refreshment course on the RPA. And it's very important for you to be familiar with RPA, because that's the most important document when you're making an offer. And there's a lot of changes in the RPA that you should be aware of. So tomorrow will be a good chance for you to refresh your memory or refresh your understanding of the RPA. They will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock, right, Michelle?
I think we have it at 2.
2 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
With 2 o'clock, you get the email regarding that. Actually, we sent out the email already.
Yes.
But it didn't have the time.
Yeah, the time is at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, so if it's in person as well as Zoom. So please attend if you can. And Friday, we'll have a training on the listing agreement and also leasing agreement that has substantial changes in December 2020 fall, and so we'll go over those changes and make sure that you are ready to use them. And those changes are very important and make it easier to use. So Michelle and I will be training you on those two forms this Friday. So I think that's all the announcements.
Peter,
Yes.
Sandy has lost power, so she can't come back.
Oh, she cannot come back?
Yeah,
Oh, she texted you?
yes.
Oh, no. Okay, well, in that case, we'll go on with our regular business. So, Doug, do you have anything for our Acadia office?
Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Hope all
Okay.
you're well and
We
safe.
still have power.
Yeah, well, we have power and internet today, so we're good. I contacted my councilman, Paul Chang, to ask him, where do we donate? Because they closed down the racetrack. But I drove by there this morning. Looks like they're open again. But he said go to laworks.com. There's a whole bunch of opportunities to make donations and also volunteer to help the people affected by the fire. laworks.com. So anyway, I went on that website and there's a lot of information there. A lot of things you can do to donate to help people or even volunteer. They're looking for volunteers too. Mm-hmm. Well, here in Arcadia, I have 5 listings I want to tell you about. A couple of them I may have told you last week, and just 2 new sales. On Sierra Vista and Alhambra, we have 4 units, 1,980,000. R3E has that listing. So 4 units under 2 million, not bad. I have a listing on Liliano, which unfortunately it got listed Monday, but Tuesday they closed up the street and it still hasn't opened. But when it opens, it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, nice, beautiful big yard, park lot yards, great street. 2.2 million on that one. Potential leases, one on Washington in Almani by Gary Lee for $3,600 a month, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and one on Huntington in Arcadia, a condo, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, $2,900 a month. So those are available. And the last one is one that's coming in. We haven't officially got it yet, but we know it's coming. Ming Lee has a residential sale on Acadia Avenue, 3-bedroom, 3-bath in the 800,000 range. We don't know exactly what that's going to be yet. And as far as the sales, 2 sales we have. Alma Aguilar in Laguna Beach, 2.6 million her listing, and Dorothy Lee had a listing in Encino, a condo that went for 719. So I agree with some of the speakers that now is a great time to reach out to your client base, especially in this area, and make sure they're okay. It's just really important to keep that personal touch. And remember, the one thing about this business that I've learned in my 50 plus years in the business is that when you go to an appointment, are you calling leads or whatever it is, you're not thinking about the money. Think about helping the people. Have a passion for helping people. You want to help them get the best price for the house, the least problems. You want to help them buy a home with the least problems at a price they're comfortable with. Just always know that in your heart, you have to have a passion to help people to be successful. And John seems to be agreeing to that, right, John? So anyway, good luck to everybody, and God bless all those affected by the fires. I really feel for them. Anyway, have a great week. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Doug. I agree with you, Doug. That real estate is a people business, and you have to be passionate about your occupation, and you have to be passionate about people.
You have to want to help people. That's
you have to help people. If you help people, then people will appreciate that, and people would work with you, and that's all there is to it. The more people you can get connected, the more business you will get. So yeah, very good. Thank you.
Business is a byproduct of doing the right thing.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
As for our Alhambra office, it's very light this week, and we only have one listing, which is by Sylvia Vosage. So for residents of 725,000 in Southgate. We don't have any sales for this for last week. So anyway, anyone has any listing to share or open houses or any the reduction in prices they want to share with us? This is the time to do it. Anybody? Steve, are you still there? I'm sorry, Doc. You have something to
Well, I've got kind of a pocket listing. I've got a good friend who's a retired broker living out of the area that has got 4 houses on a very huge lot in a great area of Duarte, right by the golf course there, off Las Lomas. And a civil engineer said she could make 5 lots there. I thought she was looking for 2 million. I talked to her the other day. Her minimum price is going to be 1.8 million for 4 independent houses and another potential lot split. So it's in a really good area. So anybody's got somebody might be interested, just give me a call, please. She's going to give me, I think, till sometime next month to sell it. So anyway,
is it an income property right now?
Yeah, it's income property. One of the units is vacant. It's in the neighborhood of $10,000 a month on the 4 houses.
A month? And
yeah, it's about that for the 4 houses.
Asking for 1.8 million.
Yeah, but it's more investment for the future because it's a huge lot that you can build condos on. Or there's already a lot split, and if you can sell those houses, let's just say you got the 4 houses and you're selling them for even $750 each. Well, that's what, 3 million right there. I mean, if you do the lot split, even without the 5th lot, they say you can split those lots, and if you can sell them even $750, I mean, one's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
So the potential is a good 3 million, but someone's going to have to do the lot split and take a year doing it. She doesn't want to do that. She found an up lake she wants to go in already.
I see.
So,
yeah, that's
anyway,
a good idea.
anybody's got a potential investor, let me know, please.
Anybody else? Steve, Hayashi, don't you have some warehouses do you want to share? Steve? Well, I guess not.
No, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
cannot find my. Yeah, no, not warehouse. I just lease a house for 3 years, and I got a 3 years commission.
3% commission?
3 years. It's monthly is about 3,900, and rental adjustment 3% every year.
Oh, 3%
Yeah.
every year. So that's
Yeah.
that's just the return you get for renting it out. This a single family residence?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my client who's a long time client.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing. Anybody else? Well, if not, I will share with you what those forms that I promised to share with you last time. Remember back in 2024, CAR released all the new forms that all the new forms that are released in in December of 2025. They have 7 new forms and 21 substantive revision to the transactional forms, and then 28 forms of revisions that don't require new learning. Now, in the last 2 meetings, business meetings, I have gone through the 7 new forms and the other 21 substantive revision to the transactional forms. So today I will finish the series by telling you about the 28 forms revisions that don't require new learning, and it's just a minor revised forms released in 2024. Remember that CAR has the forms revision for forms update every 6 months. One in June and one in December. So this is the one that we are talking about, the December 2024 revision. So and after this, you'll be familiar with all the forms that they released. I know it's a daunting job to go through all the forms. There are 64 of them in total, and I know it's you know, it's kind of overwhelming. But don't let it discourage you. Don't let it intimidate you. All you have to do is go you know, dissect that little by little, and most of them are just minor changes, and it's not really, you need to do a lot of learning on that. Okay, so let's begin with the minor forms that are not modified. There are 7 forms that they modify to conform with the changes in RPA. You have the RIPA, CPA, NODPA, VLPA, ABSPA, CCSPA, NCPA, and all these are the forms that you have to change because of the changes in the RPA. So let's go to each of the forms. The RIPA is a residential income purchase agreement and joint escrow instructions, and replaces the version in June 2020. And the CPA is a commercial purchase agreement and joint escrow instruction. It replaces the version in July of 2024. And NODPA is a notice of default purchase agreement. Replaces the version July 2024. And VLPA, the vacant land purchase agreement and joint escrow instruction, replaces the version of July 2024. And then you have ABSPA, it's already built subdivision purchase agreement and joint escrow instructions, replaces the version in July 2024. And lastly, you have CCSPA, condominium conversion subdivision purchase agreement and joint escrow instruction, replaces the version in July of 2024. This is the last one. NCPA as a new construction in purchase agreement and joint escrow instruction, replaces the version of July 2024. And there are 4 forms that was modified to conform with the changes in RLA, which is a residential listing agreement. Because of the changes in RLA, then it triggers the changes in these 4 forms, which is RLASR, and then RLAN, and then CLA, and the last one is VLL. So let's go through each one. The RLASR, residential listing agreements, seller reserved, replaces the version in July 2024. And RLAN, the residential listing agreement, open, it replaces the July 2024 version. And then you have CLA, which is a commercial and residential income listing agreement. It replaces the July 2024 version. And then you have the VLL, which is the vacant land listing agreement, replaces the July 2024 version. And then lastly, you have 4 forms modified because of the periodic review. You know, they for most of the 4 forms that are dealing with statutory disclosure and the new laws, and they usually they have periodic reviews. Those 2 forms are PVOH, SELM, FLS, and PHSA. PVOH is the property visit and open house advisory. It replaces the June 2020 version. And then you have SELM, which is seller's instruction to exclude listing from MLS. Actually, this was last review into June of 2020, but now they discontinued this form, and they replace it by MLSA, which is a multiple listing service addendum. So you no longer have the SELM, but instead you have MLSA, which is the multiple listing service addendum. Then you have the FLS, which is square footage and lot size advisory and disclosure, replaces the version of June 2020. You have PHSA, which is pool, hot tub and spa addendum, replaces the version in November 2013. And then you have the OA, which is the option to buy agreement. It replaces the December 2016 version, and all it does is that it arranges in the grid form. It has all those just similar to the RPA. They listed all those terms and a grid form that is easier to review, easier to notice, and easier to read. Okay, and then we have RLMM, which is the residential lease or month-to-month residential rental agreement, replaces the version in June of 2024. It added the paragraph to provide that the owner can pay the owner's broker and the tenant's broker for compensation. And also it added the ability for the owner to agree to pay the obligation to the tenant's broker. And then also added a reference to a new TRPR form, which is the offer of positive rental payment reporting. This is the offer. This is the new form, the offer of positive rental payment reporting. And they give you the tenant option whether they would use that option or not. It's up to them. And then you have LL, which is the lease listing agreement. It replaces the version in July of 2024. And it added the information about the new security deposit. Remember, now the security deposit cannot be more than 1 month for all the residential properties. And so they added this requirement into the listing agreement, and also pricing that the property owner can take photograph of the condition. When they have the tenant terminated, and then when they want to documents the charges to the security deposits. And then you have LRA, which is application to lease or rental screening fees, that replaces the version of June of 2024, and it updated to reflect the requirement to provide a credit report to the tenant if the screening fee is paid, and also add a paragraph relating to the new law addressing the screening fees and when do they have you have to return the screening fees in case you don't rent it to the tenants. And then you have MOI, move out inspection, replaces the December 2022 version. It added the information about the requirements to provide photographs of the damage or repair items with the security accounting, security deposit accounting. In other words, if you want to deduct the security deposit, you have to provide a photograph to substantiate the damage and also the repair. And also they added a line to obtain the tenant's forwarding address so that you can send the report or the inspection to the tenant. And then you have PMA, which is Property Management Agreement, replaces the June 2024 version, and it adds another paragraph regarding the new security law, which is that you cannot charge more than 1 month security for residentials. And also you want to have to take the pictures and to substantiate the deduction of security deposit. CL is a commercial lease agreement, replaces the December 2023 version. It added a paragraph regarding the qualified commercial tenants due to the new law, so providing the tenants in this category added protections. So this is a new law that applies to the qualified commercial tenants. And then you have IOA, which is interim occupancy agreement, replaces the version in June 2024. Just modified it to conform to the applicable RLMM changes. And then you have the STRL, which is short-term rental listing agreement, and replaces the version of December 2023. Now this one will be released soon. It's not out yet. As far as I checked it today, and it's still not out yet. So it's still pending to be released. But this is the new short-term rental listing, which is like Airbnb and short-term rental less than a month rental. So it's just watch out for this release, and it's probably not too much the difference, but that's the one of the modified terms. Okay, so that's it for all the modified terms. I know there's a lot of forms to be aware of, and believe me, this is you know, we're trying our best. Michelle and I are trying very hard to inform you so that you are adequately informed. And you know, in case you have any question at all about the new forms, please don't hesitate to ask. And we'll gradually train you of all the important forms that we think are important, and try to get you ready for the new forms. Okay, so if there's any question regarding today's forms, please ask me right now. Any comments? Yeah, we are really early today, huh? Well, because Sandy didn't have a chance to present the presentation, but that's okay. I can open the forum to everybody that you want to share anything about your thrill of success and the agony of defeat and the practice of real estate. This is the time to do it.
Okay, Peter.
Yeah,
Franco,
yeah. Go ahead,
on the you were talking about the lease deposits. Is there any effect if the house is furnished? Can
you mean for security deposit?
Yeah, security deposit.
The same thing. Either furnished for residential is 1 month, no more than 1 month.
Even if it's furnished.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Yeah. Unless you are you know, like small landlord, you know, qualified to be the special exemption, you know. Other than that, it's 1 month. Okay, anything else?
This is a great opportunity if there are any places that are reaching out for volunteers and whatnot. Put your badge on, go over there and see, hey, I'm here to help. If you have a few moments, do that. Bring them maybe something that they need for donations. It's a great way to get out and meet the people and show that you care about their community, because they're going to appreciate that back, and they'll remember you that, hey, he cares about me. I want to work with him or her.
Good advice. Yes. Oh, actually, you know, if you want to donate, and there's a lot of places you can do so. And CER is, I think, a hotline that you can call and find out all those avenues to do things that you can offer to help. And also they have some kind of funds for the disaster, people
Relief.
who has, relief, disaster relief funds.
Peter,
Yeah.
laworks.com has a lot of information.
Yeah.
For the, you can follow laworks.com.
Oh, laworks.com. Okay.
Yeah, go on there, guys. It's got a lot of opportunity to donate and volunteer.
And then also the Red Cross. They're always saying the Red Cross because, they need help. And like I said, we're all in this together. And the firefighters are doing an amazing job, the volunteers. And like I said, they're going to keep at it until we get this thing knocked out. And we're continuing to go through, but we went through hellacious 4 or 5 days last week. And we're going to continue to do this until we knock this thing out and get people back on their feet. That's what we got to do.
So are you familiar with the FEMA and how does it help and to what extent can they help, John?
I believe what they do is they donate money towards communities. And
donate it? You mean from the fund, from the FEMA fund?
Right, from the FEMA fund, but the feds have to release it. You know what I'm saying? They have to approve it, and then it goes into, because we're a natural disaster area, and Biden started it, but he's only in it for a little bit longer. So so it's got
what kind of situation can you apply for the fund? I mean,
that's it.
What kind of damage you have to sustain in order to qualify?
I'm sure you have to show a substantiation of some type. I'm not exactly sure because I'm not a FEMA expert. I just know that we do work off of FEMA mapping when we provide the flood zones. But go to FEMA.org or something like that, and I'm sure you find out a lot more details. But this is going to take a long time with between the insurance agency, the people that were sent notices and they didn't have time to renew, and now they're left without insurances. This is going to be a big mess, and they're going to have to figure it out with Fed help. We're not going to do it alone, obviously, but we're going to have Fed help, and Elon Musk coming in and offering those hotspots. Yeah, that's a start, but that's not helping people get back into their homes or find them homes. That's the whole thing. And renters, you got to watch out for all the scams because they're trying to jack up all the rents. But that's going to be the first thing because it's going to take time to build.
Right. Yeah, I have a lot of agents asking me about the FEMA already, so I don't have much information.
Can I give you a little detail on that? That I saw on the news. They're going to give them a starter funds, but they have to apply to FEMA. So they're going to give them a starter so that they can get by for the week and whatever, and then get that FEMA application and get that ball rolling.
So you just have to go to the FEMA.com.
Right. They have to go to where the websites where they give you the assistance for hotel and whatever, and then they'll give you that FEMA paperwork and whatever else.
Yeah. Well,
I have a question. Do we know if any of our agents have been effective? Because once we go offline, I do know of one that used to work here. Do we know of any of our agents?
No, not that I know of.
I'm not aware.
I know my ex-broker, his house in Altadena burned down to the ground.
Okay, because I know of one that I'll share when we're not recording.
Okay. Yeah. But like I said, it's devastation. But like I said, we're strong, and together with all the volunteers and all the people in place to fight fires, we're going to be in a good place.
Yeah.
It's going to take time.
If you want more information about claiming insurance and what situation that the insurance, in case you want to beef up your insurance coverage and stuff like that, come to the Wednesday's lunch and learn with Keaton Heimerall, and he will tell you all about the insurance, how to do insurance claims, and all the disaster precautions that you need to do for your house and for your business. So this Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. And do you have any more questions? Anything to share from the agents? It's pretty quiet today. All right. If not, then I will conclude the meeting, and I will see you next week. And you guys stay safe. And I think that the wind
Thank
is
you.
coming too. This I think today or tomorrow, right, John?
Pretty windy where I am in the West
Yeah.
Hills
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. So
Gusts.
just be careful and
Yep.
protect yourself and protect others. Okay. All right. Have a nice
Thank
week,
you.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.